Hey, girlfriend. It's your girl, Melissa, with the Hey Girlfriend podcast. And I want to welcome you back to season 3 of the podcast, Help, I'm Wounded. Today, I'm throwing in a bonus episode with Mother's Day being tomorrow. I just felt in my heart to talk about the mother of all wounds, Mother's Day edition. Now, this will not replace Monday's episode on mother wounds, but I did want to dive into a different perspective of mother wounds. So get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's get to healing. Hey, girlfriend. Okay, so we're on our healing journeys. So let me ask, how's it going? How we doing? I know I'm going to have to circle back around, regarding the father wound episode, but I wanted to take this opportunity to release a bonus episode, okay? I really felt it in my heart, which is the one that you're listening to now, the mother of all wounds, Mother's Day edition. Now, my original next episode is on mother wounds, but I wanted to take this time to talk about a different type of wound. I want to address the mother of all wounds, the wound that we mothers can inflict on our children that we may not even consider it being a wound to them. Okay? And this is the wound of not choosing us. Okay? The wound that is we don't choose ourselves. We're not putting ourselves first. All right? Allow me to explain. Actually, let me start with a story time. Let's talk about my mother. Oh, we want to talk about mothers. It reminds me of that movie, White Chicks. That's one of my favorite movies, y'all. All right. Let me focus. Let's talk about my mother, Iris Delia Baez. So, my mom, she truly was a phenomenal woman, okay? She was a woman of God. She really was a woman of noble character. She was well known for her love, her kindness, her generosity, her integrity. She stood up for what was right. As a mother, she loved us. She supported us. She raised us by herself. Even though she was married to my father, she did raise us by herself. She raised us in the ways of the Lord. She was a praying mother. So if you know, okay? She was my example. I looked up to my mother. I wanted to be like my mom. Like, I imitated my mom. Like, whether it was in the house, in my make-believe, whatever it was, I imitated her. Okay? If I went to, my mom didn't believe in babysitters. So if she's at work, we was at work with her. And I remember I would just act like her. Like, oh, I'm going to work in the office too. I'm going to be just like my mom. Okay? I wanted to be like my mom. All right? To me, there was no one greater than her. And even with all the great things that I have to say about her, I was still mother wounded. And it was the mother of all wounds, all right? Which is this. My mom did not live to her fullest potential. I watched my mom forfeit dreams, aspirations. I watched her downplay herself. I watched her downplay her gifts, her talents, her abilities. I watched her downplay her accomplishments. I watched my mom stay hidden for the most part. She rarely took credit even for the work that she did do. And I watched others steal the credit for the work that she did. I watched my mom not choose herself. Not first anyway. I watched how my mom was not on her list of priorities. And these things that I saw, to me and to any child, is the mother of all wounds. I felt in my heart to talk about these things because, Mother's Day is tomorrow, and it's a day, where we honor mothers, and I wanted to take this time to encourage you mothers, encourage us mothers. I want you to look at a different perspective of how we can wound our kids. The greatest thing that we can do for our kids is live our best life. And this is real talk. Hear me when I say The greatest thing that we can do for our kids is live our best life. Our kids need to see us love and be loved appropriately. Our kids need to see us dream and chase after those dreams. Our kids need to experience us having a greater vision for life, okay? Our kids need to see us do hard things. They need to see us overcome. They need to see us setting boundaries and sticking to them. They need to see us respect ourselves. They need to see that we know our worth. Our kids need to see our accomplishments. They need to see us coming out of hiding. They need to see us being bold and courageous and facing our fears. Our kids need to see us speaking up and standing out. Our kids need to see us go far because their starting point is our ending point. Every time we put ourselves first, we're actually setting our kids up to accomplish even more. What we build, they get to expand upon. So whatever it is that we're starting, they're not finishing. They are expanding upon. Do you understand that you living your best life and whatever that looks like to you, because it's different for everybody, but I need you to hear me. Do you understand that you living your best life, again, whatever that looks like, that is generational wealth? We talk about generational wealth and it's always the focus on money. And no, generational wealth is the transference of assets. The definition of asset is a useful or valuable thing. So when you live your best life, you are teaching your children a valuable thing. You are passing on to them a valuable lesson. That is the asset, okay? This valuable lesson is going to help them go far in their own life. You are the example. You're the one they're looking up to. You're the one that they're going to imitate. Now, I know, depending on where you are, on what stage of motherhood you are in, you may have some kids like, my teenagers ain't acting like that right now. But hear me, please, when I say this. You are the example. You are the one that they look up to, and you are the one that they will imitate. What would you have them imitate? Do you want your children to chase their dreams? Then guess what, mama? You're going to have to chase your dreams and have a no excuse mentality. Do you want your children to develop self-respect? Then you show them what that looks like. Do you want your children to have healthy relationships? Then you show them what it's like to have healthy relationships, which means you're getting rid of the toxic ones. Do you want your children to grow up and experience healthy romantic relationships? Then you are going to have to choose now to have that for yourself. Do you want your children to face their fears? Then show them what it looks like to be courageous. Show them what it's like for life to knock you down, but you get right back up, right? We need to be transparent, okay? We need to be humans. Life is going to knock us down. They can see that, but let them see how we get up. Show them what it's like to love yourself and to love yourself hard. Show them what it's like to put yourself first so that you can show up even better for them. Because putting yourself first, that is not selfish. And I know we have trained ourselves to believe that. Putting yourself first, it is not selfish. It is a necessity. It is necessary so that you can show up as the best mom for your kids. As mothers, we know all about sacrifice, okay? That starts from pregnancy, y'all. Like, you already know. You know how much sleep we gave up before we even had the baby. You know we wasn't sleeping right with them big old bellies. We had to watch what we were eating, watch what we were feeding the baby. We throwing up, we know what sacrifice is, okay? We sacrifice. We will sacrifice everything for our children. But I want to encourage you to reconsider that for just a moment. We all know the saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. You sacrificing it all will leave you trying to pour from an empty cup. That is not sustainable. You will have nothing to give. There are so many elements that we need to be able to show up as the best version of ourselves. And that is what our kids deserve. Our kids deserve the best version of ourselves. No, wait. We deserve, okay? First, we deserve the best version of ourselves, and our kids deserve the best version of ourselves. So how we going to do that, Mom? How we going to do that? This what we going to do, all right? First, we're going to make space for ourselves. It is time to reignite some things. We're going to get back to dreaming. What are we even passionate about now? We need to find that out again. What are we passionate about now? We're going to reignite our hobbies. We're going to live. We're going to laugh. And we're going to dance. In other words. Yeah, I love dancing. Okay, so, all right, but wait. In other words, we're going to be more than mom. We're going to be more than mom. Second, we are investing in our self-care. We're taking time to rest without the guilt. I always talk about this, y'all, because that has always been my biggest thing. My biggest thing is resting without guilt. I had to train myself. And sometimes I got to retrain myself, okay? We are taking time to rest without guilt. We are saying no to things and we're not going to feel guilty about it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I can't show up to that because I'm going to be resting. That's what it looks like. That's what we're saying now, okay? We are saying no and we're not feeling guilty about it. We are honoring our bodies. We are moving our bodies and we are giving ourselves good nutrition, okay? We need this. Movement, good nutrition. Why? Because it really does matter. These things are important to us in helping us show up as the best version of ourselves. And third, we're living authentically. We're showing up as humans, okay? We don't got to be superhumans. We are showing up as humans. We're not hiding our flaws or our mistakes from our children. We are letting them see our humanity, and we will not be ashamed to do so. We're showing them you know what? I done fell down, but I got back up, all right? We say, you know what? I lost myself for a moment, but she's back, all right? We're showing humanity. Okay? We don't have to be perfect. Our kids knows that we're not perfect. And guess what? They love us anyway. No, when I tell y'all, my kids know, they're like, oh, look, she overstimulated. And I am. I am overstimulated. They know what I need to blah, blah. She did break. Oh, she in her room. She's in her quarters. She done closed herself off. Oh, she got the jazz playing. Oh, she got whatever it is, the things that I do, to help me self-regulate. They know. And they love me anyway. There's been times where I've exploded and they love me anyway. I apologize because we got to learn to apologize as parents. Okay? We don't always get it right. We will offend them too. That we got to get it right. We need to apologize. There are times where we are going to have to apologize. I apologize to my kids. Okay? But this is being human. We don't need to be superhumans. We want to show them humanity so that they grant grace to themselves. All right? So we are showing up as the best version of ourselves because we deserve it. And our kids deserve it too. All right, mamas. Until next time, love you, girlfriend. Hey, girlfriend. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If this episode spoke to you, I encourage you to subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear it. New episodes drop every week, and I'd love to stay connected with you in between. So follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok at It's Melissa Baez. Or you can visit my website at www.melissabayas.com for more encouragement and resources. Until next time, stay inspired, stay connected, and I'll see you in the next episode.